Okay, good morning once again. I'm up nice and early, thanks to, once again, the damn coyotes and a cockerel. But this is the view. This is at the back of the grocery store. Beth and Dave's place is just down there. They kindly let me sleep here last night. Rather than put my tent up in the wind, look, I've slept in the back of the store. And I was lovely and toasty warm. Really was toasty warm. No wind. Lovely. Right, just a quick one. If anybody's watching this with looking to do this trail and they're thinking of resupplying in Klondike, well, you will need to resupply in Klondike. You've got two options, obviously. Most people send resupply boxes, which is all good and fine, but you can totally resupply at that store. There isn't a great selection, but I totally resupplied. I'm not a fussy eater. I've got 5 days supply in my pack, all from the store. And if you get in touch with Beth and Dave, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks before you go out, let them know that you're coming. If you've got anything specific that you need, they're more than happy to get it in for you. They emailed me and said, we're going to get our supplies now, is there anything that you particularly need? I went, just your usual, your ramen, packets of tuna, packets of spam, porridge, all snacks, protein bars, all that kind of stuff, crisps, peanuts, trail mix, got it all. It's just not a very big selection, but then you can't expect it to be. But you could totally resupply from there, no problem. And Beth and Dave, what a great couple. Really friendly, really helpful. They let me sleep, as you've seen, in the back porch just to get out of the wind. There is a toilet there at the store with key code access, little bathroom. I could have slept in there if I wanted to, if it had been really, really cold, because there was an electric heater in there as well, but it was warm enough, I was fine. So yeah, pick your poison, resupply or buy in the store. Both options are available. Great place to stop though, really friendly people. Right, there's the Santa Teresa Wilderness. I'm afraid I'm shooting into the sun, so I do apologise. But I can't help where the sun is. I've got no control over that when you're hiking. And I'm guessing I'm heading, I can't even see because the sun's in my eyes, but in the middle of the picture now, this looks like it'll be a bit of a canyon down there. I'm going to be heading into there, I guess. Right, that straight line down there in the bottom, that's believe it or not, that's the main road into Klondike. It's where I've just left. I'm maybe 2 or 3 miles away from Klondike at the minute. I'm about to head into the western edge of the Santa Teresa, like I just said. And I've got, I don't know, anywhere around 25 miles in front of me to cross the Santa Teresa and pick up that same dirt road that you can see down there. All I have to do is go back there, turn left, and hike 13 miles, and I'm back to where I would be on the trail. But obviously, then I'd miss out on all this good stuff. That's where I'm heading. That's the western edge of the Santa Teresa's. Like I said, I've got 20 odd miles to hike through there to get back to the road. I said earlier that I thought the trail went to the right of those crags. See that mountain range there? There's a canyon to the right. I thought the trail went down there, but it doesn't, so forget that comment from earlier. You basically follow this tool track from the road, the dirt road, leading into Klondike, and it goes up and over this ridge here, this ridge line, look, and then it goes round to the right and then up. Right, according to my map, this is where I leave the tool track and head into Laurel Canyon. So, goodbye to tool track, hello to no track whatsoever. Where I'm heading over that range there, then down to the left I'm following Laurel Canyon, hopefully get to Reef Tank in the next couple of hours. Right, there is kind of a trail that you can follow. It's really indistinct. It fades in and out quite a bit, but it is there if you look for it. But like I say, you've only got to head up the canyon there, Laurel Canyon, so. But the good thing is, at that, Laurel Canyon's got flowing water, that's a great sign. So I think reef tanks will have water. Well, Laurel Canyon flowing well this year. Plenty of good water there. Well, that was fun. I had to navigate, well, not navigate, just find my way up from right down in the bottom there. And it looks like I'm bang on. Look at that. The only hole in the fence. And I've come straight to it, so that's more luck than judgment, must have. Right, I've made it to reef tank. This is usually an unreliable water source in most seasons, but look at this. I bet it's been a long time since it was this full, and the water's absolutely clear as anything. It looks gorgeous. So I'm about 7 mile in, it's about 10:30, so I'm going to have my first break. I'm going to sit against, I'm going to put my back against that tree there and have something to eat, and then restock all my water, drink plenty. I've just come up Laurel Canyon. Wow, that were amazing. There were kind of a trail now and again here and there, but nothing that you could follow all the way in and all the way out. You pretty much, I mean, I got off trail a load of times and just ended up following the creek and the canyon. It was real fun, real fun. And obviously that's a taste of things to come. Well, that's me fed and watered. And obviously I'm entering a burned area, which I know, Holdout Creek. I think it was a really big fire a couple of years ago, pretty much devastated the whole area. So I'm expecting a lot of cat claw. That's usually one of the first things to grow back and attack everything. So we'll see. Well, they weren't kidding. Look at this. It's well burnt. It's a bit of the undergrowth starting to grow back, but at least it's not too brushy. No, there's no sign of a trail. I mean, I didn't expect one. I'm just going to work my way around. I'm heading up there, look, then over that rise, then going up the canyon to the right to Holdout Canyon overlook. Excuse the wind, guys, but I'm on a ridge here. This is Holdout Canyon overlook. And look at this fire damage. It's not just down in the canyon, it's right back from where I've came from, which is, I mean, right up the side of those hills, look. Man, this was some fire. It's devastated this place. Round to that side as well, look. And this will go all the way down into the canyon down in the bottom. This is nature's equivalent of Gould. I mean, just look at it, it's an absolute wasteland, look. What a place. Aha! There is another human on Earth. Well, I wonder how far he is in front of me. Well, that's the first sign of humanity I've seen since leaving Klondike. Look at these. Wow. The formation of them. How the hell are they hanging up there? Beautiful. All right. A little bit of slippy slidey fun. I don't think I'm going to be able to video this. I'm going to need both hands because I'm going to throw my trekking poles down there. I'm enjoying this. Yeah, it was pretty dry actually, it was quite grippy, so I didn't slide at all until that little last bit. I just scuttled down on my backside. That was fun. I hope there's some more of this. Spread your feet out. Gorgeous. What a gorgeous place. This place reminds me a little bit of the Wilderness of Rocks, you know, on the south side of Mount Lemon, just above Romero Pass, where you go north-east from the Romero Pass. You pass through a big area like this. It's a lot wider though. Right guys, I don't pick this up. That's my footprint. That, I am 99% sure, is bear. Another one there, look. Here we go. Ooh. And another one. Oh, bear's been down for a drink. Hope I see one. That's where I'm going first thing in the morning. See that ridge to the left that runs to the left behind that big lump of rock there? I've got a 3-mile cross-country trek in the morning. I didn't fancy doing it tonight. Plus, the higher I got, probably the windier it was going to be, and I came across this really nice camp spot. So I thought, bugger it, I've got about 15 mile in, which I'm more than happy with. And that is my camp spot right at the side of this juniper. Look at the formations on these rocks, aren't they just different? And I'm going to take my shoes off and see if I can dry my socks out before I get into bed, because I am down a bit early. I'm usually hike a bit longer than this, but my feet are wet through and I want to dry my socks off before tomorrow, hopefully my shoes as well. Plus I didn't fancy that climate this time of night, so I'll do it first thing in the morning. Well, I've just started the climb out. I just look back down there. Look, that's the actual tree that I see in the middle of the picture there. That's the little juniper that I camped beside rather. Well, I've got a lot of climbing today. I won't pan all the way around to the right because it's just going to get sun glare, but that's the way I'm going. And that's where I've come from, right down there where that line of trees are. That's the ravine I followed. Beautiful day. That's the wash down there that I followed for most of yesterday, well, for all of yesterday. That's where I left it, literally there. And then I cut back left and I've made my way around to this point here. And the reason is because that down there is private property. That's black rock there. And that ranch at the bottom of there, obviously that's private. It would have been a lot easier just to walk around the outside of that, but it's private, so it is what it is. This is a 3 mile cross country venture that I'm on at the minute. It's make your own path. There's no path, there never has been a path. It's just a 3 mile detour up and over all these little drainages to get back on trail. Well, that was a cool down climb. Goes further than what you can see. It goes round to the right. I'm glad there wasn't water coming down because it's pretty much the only way down. Right, there's my view. I've literally come from right down there. Man, it's been tough. I had a trail for a little bit, but I don't know, all the way from that last water source there's been absolutely nothing. I'm just making my way through all this fire damaged area. It's really rough going, really slow. I'm heading up there. You see that hill there? That hill, I've got a bearing to take me between those two, and then I'll take another bearing when I get up there, but it's tough. Right, I finally made the ridge. That was tough going. Really tough. Man, everything was so tightly packed in. But that's where I'm going now. That's my way forward. I've got to get right up there. The only good thing about, well, from what I can see from here, it's nowhere near as tightly packed as what I've just come through. So it shouldn't be too difficult. It's going to be tough on the legs, but at least it's not going to be as slow as the last one. Well, I finally made the saddle. It must have took me, well, it's 2:30, so, and I started at 7. God, it's been tough. I've not done a mile an hour. It's been that hard. And my reward for getting all the way up here is fog. All that clag. There'll be some great views back there. But I'm on the saddle, so this side of the saddle, I've got a view. As you can see, excuse the wind, but what can I do? And I am heading right down there. I'm fairly sure there won't be a path, so welcome to my world again. And that's my future. Well, today I've got to work myself right down to the bottom and find somewhere to camp. It's getting near on 3 o'clock, so I've got about 3 hours to get down there. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. The path's gone, by the way. The trail that I started off on, look, all gone. I've just stopped for a drink of water. But I've just been reminding myself, if I thought those 2 days that I've just had was tough, that is my future. You see the mountains in the distance with all the clouds on top of them? That's the Penaleño Mountains. I've got to get up and over those. So yeah, the only thing that might be in my favour with that is it's not a designated wilderness area like the Santa Teresa's are. So there's probably going to be more trail. Now I say that with my fingers crossed, but we shall see, won't we? Right, just a quick heads up. This won't take long. This is my last piece to camera on this particular video because I've finished in the Santa Teresa's. I've left there a while back. I've just pitched my tent. It's a bit early, but there is a big black thundercloud heading right my way. So yeah, I've been there before. I saw a decent flat spot, so I'm up. My tent's up. Today's not been a good day. I've had a terrible day. I've not enjoyed any of it. I've been fighting my way through cat claw. I've been fighting my way through a huge, big burnt area that you couldn't avoid. I've had to push through old manzanita bushes, and my legs are scratched to bits. I mean, my pack's been scratched. It's been really, really, really tough, really hard. I've been barely making a mile an hour. I mean, well, just look at the state of me here. Look, check this out. And look at my legs. My legs have been cat-clawed to bloody hell. God, I hate them things. But you just can't avoid them. You've got to push through. They're there. Look at them. All these old ones as well. Look, all down, back of my legs especially. And then the big burnt area I was telling you about. Well, just look at this. It's picking it up. Look at the colour of my shirt. Having to push through. Same on this side, look. I can't see an hotel letting me go in with this shirt. I don't have to put my puffy on to cover it all up. I'm absolutely covered in soot. I've not had a good day. I think I might have mentioned that. Anyway, here's my view from my tent, look. Let me just lean out. Yeah, that big mountain in the distance, look, that's where I'm going. I've got to get up and over that, so we'll have another look in the morning. Right, catch you all for later. Bye for now.